Okay, so during these bearish times, I bet that a lot of y'all have a lot of stable coins and are just waiting for conditions to improve or until you get a great entry. But the problem with that is that it's really capital inefficient. Like, instead of just having all those stable coins sit there idle, why not put it to work and have it earn interest or generate yield for you, right? I mean, this is not a new concept in the crypto space. This has existed for a long time, and there's a ton of different options, like different platforms out there. But today, what I want to do is take a look at three of them in particular. And I picked these three because they're really quite different and are a fit depending on your use case or what you're looking for. So in this video, I'm going to show you a live look at each one so that you can see for yourself which one might interest you more and you can go try them out accordingly. Okay, so the first platform I want to show you is none other than Binance. And they have their Binance Earn, which I'm sure many of y'all might have seen before. But basically, this is for those who want a big and notable platform. And they really have a lot of different products and options here. Like, they have Simple Earn, which is principal protected, and there's like flexible and locked different options. And then there's higher yield ones that are more advanced that are not principal protected. So if you don't know what I'm talking about here, one place to look is clicking here as what is Earn. And it explains to you how the low risk products are principal protected, blah, blah, blah. And then here are the ones like Simple Earn, and you can redeem anytime with their flexible products. It tells you the different types of risk. Like, this is extremely low risk. The source of yield, it's through loan to other Binance users, e.g. margin and Binance loan products, and different tier rates based on your tier. And then there's also ETH staking and Sol staking. If you click into high yield, there's different products here, dual investment or on-chain yield. And when you click into them, it kind of explains like the different types of products, the buy low and sell high, and what happens in each scenario, the risk, less flexibility, the market price volatility risk, the benefit, and the source of yield. So this is really, really informative. And you can even go into other places like Simple Earn, for example. And they tell you the different types of products and the frequently asked questions. This is really helpful too. Like, yeah, if you just have any questions about these, then I definitely encourage you to read into these FAQ section. And then Advanced Earn, right? These are some of the ones I talked about. What is Advanced Earn? There's like Smart Arbitrage. And if you don't know what these are, you can just look at this FAQ section, like what is Smart Arbitrage? And it tells you exactly what it is, what the strategy is, things like that. What is dual investment, right? It's pretty straightforward, and it just explains what each of these earn product options are. But also, I think one thing I would recommend for Binance Earn is to keep an eye on their different offers, because they offer different things like promotions and whatnot, and that could be really enticing to you to try out for like a shorter period of time. Now, one thing to note though is that, of course, Binance does have quite a bit of geo restrictions. Like, it's not open to the US or other countries, right? So that may be something to keep in mind when you decide what platform you want to try or choose. But anyhow, next up, I want to share with you a up and coming platform called CoinDepo. And this is for those who want to kind of keep it simple and get CeFi yield, but get some of the highest ones out there. So first and foremost, since we are on the topic of geo restrictions, CoinDepo is open to most of the world. And they also have a token, but I'm not going to talk about the token today because we're just going to talk about their platform, right? Their interest and yield platform for stables and major cryptocurrencies. One thing to note, like I said, is they offer some of the highest yields out there. And let me just go into their dashboard. Like, it's pretty high APR, and they support most of the major coins and tokens like stablecoins, gold coins, and just regular coins and tokens. And one thing that I really like is that you can withdraw at any time. So, like, if there is a big crash or a great opportunity that you want to deploy some of your stables in, then you can just withdraw and do so. Like, there's no lockup period. And I think overall, this is like really simple in terms of, I don't even need to show you because it's really simple in terms of how it works. Pretty much the thing to keep in mind here is that the focus of CoinDepo is to really be the most competitive possible, getting higher yields. And so that's why they're able to offer these rates, whereas some other companies that might not be their primary focus, and hence they aren't as competitive as CoinDepo. Now, last but definitely not least is Morpho, which is for those of y'all who would prefer to do DeFi and self-custody, right? Because Morpho is a DeFi protocol and they have a pretty slick onboarding flow too, but I'm connected with my wallet and I just want to show you, like, for example, here it's all based on vaults. Essentially, you deposit your stables into a vault that's running a certain strategy and you get yield based on it. That's pretty self-explanatory. They do over collateralized lending, and one thing about Morpho is that they are integrated with Coinbase. So like, I'm not going to go into Coinbase to show you, but Coinbase also has some different yield products, and one of them is connected to Morpho in the back end. But anyhow, see, I'm connected to my wallet, and if I deposit some, it tells me exactly what APY we get, monthly earnings, yearly earnings, things like that. It's pretty self-explanatory, and you can see for this particular vault, the overview and exposure to different types of stablecoins and whatnot, performance over time, risk, and activity. There's just a lot of good information here. And you can also explore all the different vaults. Oh, and I forgot to mention that one thing I really like is their onboarding flow, where it teaches you how it works. Like, you deposit into a vault, they're supplied into Morpho markets, and you earn yield from borrowers. So yeah, like the first time you like log in here or you see this page, it will show you this onboarding flow. But I think overall, this is really quite simple. The main risks here are your typical like DeFi risks, smart contract risks, and things like that. Or like if one of these products that they use, this exposure, if it goes bad. I mean, we've seen like stablecoins like struggle to keep their peg at times. But I think overall, this is quite reputable in my opinion. Alrighty, so as you can see, none of these platforms are 100% risk-free, of course, but all of them have a decent track record overall. And my personal recommendation is to go try them out with small amounts just to get used to them. And then once you do so, you can start putting in a bit more. But I think overall, I'd recommend that you go with Binance if you're looking for a lot of different options or a big brand. I'd recommend CoinDepo if you want less options, which is more simple, but some of the highest CeFi yields out there. And then I'd go with Morpho if you're into self-custody, transparency, and just want more DeFi types of things. But overall, yeah, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what strategies you are doing to earn yield on your crypto coins or tokens. And if you've tried any platforms before that you really like, then let me know down in the comments below. And also just ask me any questions and I'll try my best to help answer them. Cheers!